Hi, this is Miss Griffith. This is going to be another social or emotional lesson. This lesson is also going to talk about feelings and the feeling of grumpiness in particular, which is very similar to the last video I made in the last book I read to you. This book is called Maya Was Grumpy. This is a scholastic book, and it is written and illustrated by Courtney Pippin Mather. So the same person wrote the words in this book and illustrated or made the pictures in the book. Maya was grumpy. On this page here, there is a dedication. So it says, "To Sarah Mather for always believing in me, and to Kieran who was never ever grumpy." Sometimes when authors or people write books, they do a dedication or a dedication page where it lets you know who they are dedicating the book to and dedicating their hard work to. Now that the dedication page is over, the book will begin. It says, Maya was grumpy. She didn't know why she was grumpy. She was just in a crispy, cranky, grumpy, grouchy mood. She didn't want to read or color or eat banana chips or wear her favorite shorts or go outside and play. The only thing Maya wanted to do was grouch around the house and share her bad mood. She grumped into Grandma's room and snarled at the cat. He just stretched and went back to sleep. She glumped into the living room and made faces at some birds. They just flew away. She glumped into the kitchen and grumbled at her brothers. They just glopped their food around. Finally, Maya thumped up behind Grandma and growled as loudly as she could. "Feeling a bit grumpy today?" Grandma asked. Maya just scowled. "Well then," said Grandma, "I guess that means no hunting for hippos after breakfast." "I never hunt for hippos," Maya grouched. "And no putting your head in a crocodile's mouth before lunch." "That's just silly," Maya grumbled. "Bathing baby elephants would probably be a bad idea today if you're grumpy," Grandma said. Maya rolled her eyes. Certainly no tickling tarantulas until they giggle, Grandma asked. Maya shook her head. A tingle in her belly tickled all the way up to her mouth, but she squeezed her lips into a tight line. I did have plans to slide down the neck of a giraffe later, Grandma explained. But I guess we can reschedule. Maya felt a wiggle reach the corners of her frown. And definitely no swinging with monkeys today if you're grumpy. A bubbly giggle escaped through Maya's lips. Swinging with monkeys might be nice, she said. And she gave Grandma a big hug. Grandma packed a snack and fixed Maya's hair. Then they all went outside to find the hippos, the crocodiles, the elephants, tarantulas, giraffes, and monkeys. And Maya felt much better. So, with this story, Maya was grumpy, I want to talk about 2 lessons. The first lesson that I wanted to touch on was the fact that feelings are contagious. If you don't know what contagious means, it means that they're able to be shared. Feelings are able to be shared with those around you. So I have noticed as a teacher, if I am in a good, happy, positive mood, the students reflect that, and they oftentimes are happy, positive, and in good moods as well. Whereas I have also noticed that if I am not in a very great mood and not feeling the best emotionally, that the students pick up on that, and the students also might mimic or act the same as I am acting. My feelings are contagious and they're able to be shared. If I am having a bad day and if I'm grumpy, I am able to share those feelings with my students, and that is certainly not something that I want. The second lesson that I wanted to talk about is all it took was one person in the story to talk with Maya in order to turn her grumpiness into happiness. Maya was grumpy. She was not happy from the very beginning of the story. She made faces at the birds. She talked with her little brothers. She growled at a cat. No one interacted with her except her grandma. When her grandma started interacting and talking with her, that's when Maya started to feel better and started to change from being grumpy to being happy. Sometimes all it takes is one person.